Hey guys, so I wanted to make a really quick video. It's probably not going to be really quick. I always try and make them like super quick, but they always end up like really long. So first of all, I just wanted to thank ABABYFORUS because oh my gosh, I've never met anybody so sweet to do that for me, to give me a shout out so I could get more subscribers. You know, honestly, living in a military town, you kind of just, every time I go out, I see women who are pregnant or women who have babies, and I mean, it's an everyday thing for me. It's not like I ever go out of the house and never see people. I'm in the house like a caveman or bat or something, or vampire. I think the vampire one's right. Anyways, so for me, it's like every time I walk out of my house, I have to see pregnant people, and in a military town where there are so many pregnant people, I feel so alone all the time. And just knowing that I have people out there who are going through the same things as me and who are in the military and they don't have 20 kids yet. And so, you know, it really meant a lot to me when you just reached out to me and kind of just got everybody to follow me and listen to my story and support me, and it just really meant a lot to me for you to do that, because I've never had anybody do that for me. And honestly, when I started making YouTube videos, like, I never thought that really anybody would see them. Like, I thought maybe like one or two people would see them, and really it was just for me to, I guess, kind of vent in a way, because I can't talk to my family about it because my mom never had any fertility issues. She always was surprised, like, hey, I'm pregnant. And she had 4 kids, so all of us were a surprise. And my sister got pregnant at 17, and she did have a little bit of trouble trying to conceive her second child, but she didn't have to try any medications or fertility treatments or anything. You know, they conceived naturally. And so I feel like in my family, I'm alone trying to conceive and having issues and stuff. There's only one other person in my family that is having issues, and I think hers is because of being on depot for so long. She was on it for a really long time, and I was on it only for 6 months, but I actually think that was my issue, because before I was on birth control, before I took the depot shots, I had no issues with my period. And as soon as I got done with all of my birth control and stuff, like, I switched from depot to birth control pills. And after that, after I stopped taking birth control pills, is when I realized my periods are not the way they used to be. They were very regular, very on time. Maybe it just changed naturally. Maybe it wasn't the birth control. I don't know. But anyway, so I feel like she's the only person that really understands, but I'm not really close to her to talk to her. And she lives like far away because obviously I live in a different state, being in military and all. But so a little update on what's kind of been happening with me for the past week and so. As you guys know, I put a video up on Valentine's Day because I was really sick and, you know, I was just having a really bad day. Well, a few days later, I got better. This past weekend, I started feeling sick again. I mean, not even a week later. Like, it was seriously like 3 days later, I started feeling really exhausted and everything, and I'm like, oh my goodness, what is going on? Don't tell me I'm getting sick again. Monday, while I was at work, I had an extremely sore throat again, and so my director at the daycare that I work at, she was like, you need to go to the doctor and get checked for strep. She's like, because seriously, it sounds like you might have it. So I was like, okay. So Tuesday when I woke up, I felt extremely exhausted. Like, I just felt like somebody had ran me over with a Mack truck. And my throat was like 20 times worse, and I just felt like crap. So I called her and I was like, I have a temperature of 100 degrees. I feel really bad. I was like, but I do have a doctor's appointment. So I waited 2 hours at the doctor. 2 hours. Really stupid. 2 hours for me to be back there for 10 minutes, literally. And I was like, there's no person in the waiting room. It was just me. So I'm like, why am I waiting for 2 hours? I mean, did they not think it's serious when I called and said I might have possible strep? Apparently not, but so I get back there and I heard the little medical assistant chick tell the doctor that I was positive for strep. I'm like, crap. That means I'm going to be out of work for a few days and I need work. I need that money. I've got stuff I've got to pay for, and my dog just broke my window. I come home and my husband was cleaning up glass and I'm like, what happened? He's like, Raven ran through the window. She didn't run through the window, but like 2 panes on the glass on the inside one, she busted right through it. Luckily she didn't break the outside one, but we've got to get that fixed. So that was another crappy thing that happened that week. And then I find out that, okay, my sister-in-law is the one who's pregnant, that got pregnant in 2 months. So she knows the struggles that me and my husband have been going through. She knows that it's very hard for me to kind of just hear people get pregnant. I mean, I know that sounds selfish, but it is hard, you know? I mean, as long as I've been trying and stuff that I've been through, it's hard. But she sends me a text message the day after Thanksgiving. What am I thinking? The day after, I can't, okay, I'm just going to stop talking right now. Rewind. So my sister-in-law sends me a text message the day after Valentine's Day and said, hey, our cousin, excuse me, sends me a text message. I'll get it out eventually, guys. Sends me a text message the day after Valentine's Day and says, our cousin Amanda is preggo. That makes 3 babies for the family in 2011. Now, I could care less, really, that Amanda's pregnant, whatever you want to say. This chick, she seriously drinks and gets drunk every single weekend, and she had a DUI like 3 months ago, so she's like the most irresponsible person to get pregnant. Not to mention, she's not married, and the whole time while she was pregnant and didn't know it, she was getting drunk every weekend. So I pray to God that baby does not end up with anything wrong with it, but you never know. I mean, that's what happens when you're irresponsible. So just the way my sister-in-law said it to me, like, that makes 3 babies for the family in 2011. It was just kind of like, slapped me right in the face and was like, yeah, there's 3 babies now added to the family and you're still not pregnant. It was kind of like that. Granted, she may not have meant it like that. She's probably just saying it, but adding that little extra 3 babies gonna be in the family thing, it was just like a really big slap in the face, and it was just like a big reminder, like, you're not pregnant yet and everybody else has been trying less than you or hasn't even tried to have a baby, and they're all gonna have babies before you. And it was just like, it hurt me so bad, especially for my sister-in-law, because I think a lot of her. You know, she's like a sister to me, and I'm closer to her than I think I am to my own sister. And it's like, for her to say that, it just really hurt. And I guess if you have never been in our situation where you have never had to have an issue with trying to conceive, for her, she tried 2 months and got pregnant. So she doesn't understand the struggles and the hardships and how hard it is when you hear someone say that, oh, I'm pregnant. Not to mention that same day, I found out that someone else at work is pregnant. So now 3 girls at work are pregnant. And it's like everybody literally is getting pregnant. And I feel like it's constantly been thrown in my face. And it just, my sister-in-law saying that, it just really hurt me from her. To hear it from someone else, I've been like, whatever, you know, it's annoying. But from my sister-in-law, for someone who I thought, you know, cared about me and was trying her hardest to watch what she says, that just, I don't know, maybe she just didn't think about it, but it bothered my husband too. She sent the same message to him too, and he was like, wow, good for them, and we're still trying. And she was like, you still have time, it might still happen for you. And I'm like, you don't understand. I'm like, what part do you not understand? I'm like, it's not like we could just think it and we get pregnant. I don't ovulate. I'm like, well, I told her this. I've been on Clomid, and 1 month Clomid worked for me. The next month, it didn't even faze me at all. It was like I didn't even take the medication. So it's like, she doesn't understand that it's not as easy as she's making it seem to be. You can't just think it. For her, she thought it, and there she was. She was pregnant, and it's like, good for you. I'm glad that you didn't have to go through what I've been through, but please be careful with your words. I mean, maybe I'm just overly cautious about what I say to people. Maybe I'm just a little nicer than the average person. I don't know. Maybe it's just because what I've been through, I know how hard it is, and I would never say that to anybody. I would never throw that in their face if I knew that they had been trying as long as they had been trying and been through the things that they had been through. You know, it just... So, that hair all over my shirt. So, I have yet to get a positive ovulation test. Go figure. The Vitex was not working for me. I was feeling extremely crampy. I stopped taking it, but I think I'm going to start taking it again because I need to finish them off. I do have another whole bottle, and I forgot I bought 2. So I'm just going to finish taking it and just finish off the 2 bottles and wait until I go to the doctor. I've heard a lot of great things about him, and so I'm hoping that, you know, things can get rolling here in March, at the end of March. Supposedly, I'm supposed to start my period between today and Sunday. Yeah, I have like no symptoms of starting at all. So, yeah, and the thing that sucks is I can't call my doctor, my gynecologist, to be like, can you give me Provera and Clomid while I'm waiting to go to fertility doctor, because I no longer am doing anything as far as fertility with them. So they're not going to give it to me. And because I haven't seen my fertility doctor yet, they can't do anything for me because I haven't seen them yet. So I'm stuck in the middle. I'm like, whose patient am I? Am I the patient for the wind? Like, really? Whose patient am I? So I'm stuck. So, yeah, I'm just gonna do the next month, just relax, I guess. I really have no choice to do anything else. And it's just really annoying because TRICARE is so annoying, and you guys that are in the military know that. It's just they just make things the most difficult thing in the whole wide world possible. So yeah, that's about it. Probably not even going to take pregnancy test because it's pointless, because I didn't even ovulate. I don't know, maybe I'll just take one and hope, but that just gets me down and upset. So, anyways, that was not a short video at all. I'm so sorry. I really tried. I really did, but I just get talking and blabbering, and I'm still blabbering. Okay, anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.